This is a download from London's LBC 97.3.
Hello you. You're listening to a very special podcast of the 3-hour 4 till 7 Iain Lee Afternoon Wireless Show. Now, every now and then a caller comes along that captures the imagination of the nation. No, this isn't Chavvy Vicky from Croydon, and it's not Wisdom Jones. You're about to hear some of the best calls from a certain Barry in Watford. I hope you enjoy.
The 3-hour 4 till 7 Iain Lee Afternoon Wireless Show.
Barry in Watford. Barry? Any suggestions of what I can call my posse?
Well, I don't know. I don't know the modern names, but what I'll say is that the girl that I spoke to was very, very pleasant. So I just like they're very polite people.
Are you saying that? Are you trying to flirt with Sophie on the phone?
No, I wouldn't. I'm way too old, but. She was very pleasant. She phoned me back. She said she would, and I thought that was wonderful.
So we could call them the pleasant people.
The pleasant people. Well, why not? You know.
That's something to bear in mind. The pleasant people's a little bit old-fashioned, though, isn't it?
Pardon?
It's a little bit old-fashioned, Barry.
No, it's be rude. No, that is it. I don't know. You say manners are out of fashion. I don't think they are. I think that people respond to manners. I certainly did.
When?
Well, when she phoned me back, like I just said, she phoned me back and she was very pleasant because I did phone her and said, she said I was in the queue and I said I was going to go to bed. And she phoned me back and said, yes, you can come and speak on the air with Iain, is it? Iain?
Yeah, it's Iain.
So, hello?
Sorry, what's...
So she... Anyway,
sorry, Barry, I've got something in my throat. Yes, it's
that's
Iain.
not what I want. That's not what I wanted to talk about. No, I was phoning about the slugs. How to get rid of slugs.
Yes. Do you know how? Surely the best way of getting rid of slugs, Barry, is to cover them in salt.
Well, it's a cruel way. And the way I know, and I'm really surprised that none of your other listeners haven't phoned in about this. We've always done it where I live, and that is beer. You put beer in a saucer. And the slugs come out, and they're attracted by the wheat. I don't know what it is, but they will drink it. And if you make it deep enough, they'll drown in the beer. Have you heard of that?
You can't. Hang on a minute. So you're saying it's cruel? Hang on, I'm going to turn the heating down. I'm getting a little bit... You're saying it's cruel to make them shrink, but it's okay to drown them?
Well, it's a nice way to die. You know, rather than sort of
drowning is a nice way to die.
In beer, yes. In beer, yes.
Is that how you want to die, Barry? With your face pushed down into a big bath of beer and you can't breathe?
I'd rather that than salt. You know. Oh dear, it's funny. But the only other thing that used to attract them was my wife when she was still around. She used to wear a perfume, and that used to attract them. You know, if we were going out or something. I'm not kidding. I know it sounds ridiculous. My wife used to put on a perfume, and she said, "I think they can smell my Charlie." And they come out, and sure enough, you know, I'm sure it was. I mean, I know it sounds ridiculous, but they were attracted by my wife, Charlie. And they'd come out, and then I wouldn't put salt on them, for goodness sake, but I'm...
Would you put salt on your wife?
No, don't be... Don't be so silly and soppy. You are soppy, no, not that. But they would come out, and I'm sure it was her perfume, you know. I don't know whether any other listeners have... had that. It'd be interesting.
It would be interesting. Yeah. We can certainly ask if anyone else...
Well, if anyone...
let me finish, Barry.
Sorry.
If anyone else has had slugs follow their Charlie, then it'll be nice to maybe get a tally up.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would, you know, if you're going out with the wife, occasionally I'll put on, an aftershave. And that certainly never done it, but it was funny, really. Charlie always got the slugs out with that.
Dee has texted in, Barry.
Yes?
Saying, I think you should call your posse Barry's Bunch. He's brilliant.
You are. Who said that?
That's Dee. Dee has sent that in.
Dee, you are sweet. I don't know if it's a man or a lady, but you're very sweet.
Well, I think it's a lady. It's D-double-E. That's a lady, isn't it?
All right, Dee. Well, yeah, Barry's, what was it? Barry's Bunch, was it?
Yeah.
Barry's Bunch.
Oh, hang on. I'm not saying we're definitely going to go with that, Barry.
Oh, well, it's worth thinking about.
Barry, listen, thank you very much. Have a lovely evening, Barry.
All right, I'm off to bed. Lots of love. Bye now. Bye.
The 3 hour 4 till 7 Iain Lee Afternoon Wireless Show.
Barry is in Watford. Hello, the Barry.
Hello there. Hello there, Ian.
Oh, is it the Barry?
I phoned.
Barry,
if you remember, I phoned last week about the slugs.
You're your wife. The slugs used to be attracted to your wife's Charlie.
That's right. She used to put on the perfume.
We had so many people who thought your phone call was delightful, Barry, that we played it again the very next night.
Well, that's. To be honest with you, I had phoned about beer repelling slugs, and I got sidelined by my wife Charlie. But in fact, I wanted to speak to you about my wife Margaret tonight, so I phoned.
Can I just say, we're talking about also things we've learnt this month, Barry. I've learnt that the French have a different keyboard to us on the computers.
They're funny, they're a soppy lot.
You can't call the French soppy, Barry. It's racist.
I know you're not. No, of course.
And I also learnt that you can use beer to drown slugs. And do you know where I learnt that, Barry?
From me, was it?
It was from you.
Well, I never.
Yeah.
No. What I didn't find to say nothing about the French. They were very nice, but. What I phoned about was the business of something funny someone said to you. Was it? Is that what's the funniest thing someone said?
Well, yeah, what's the oddest kind of thing? Because Agent Chris.
That's right. The oddest thing that someone has said to you. Well, it was very odd, and I'll tell you what, it was lovely. Because, hello.
Yes, Barry. Sorry, I'm here.
Was it not?
I'm listening.
It was the It was the funniest and the oddest thing that someone said to me. 1955, my wife Margaret, when she said yes, she would marry me. It's a lovely story because she said she would marry me in 1955. And I never expected to say yes. I asked her, and she said yes, Barry, I will marry you, and we've been very, very, very happily married for a number of years.
So did you ask her, Barry? It's not exactly quite fitting in with the weirdest thing ever. Because if you asked her to marry you, that.
Well, no, but she probably thought it was strange me asking because she's not unattractive, but she's got a certain look, and I don't know whether it suited all the. Of course, we was in the army, you know. And I don't know whether it suited all the servicemen, but I asked, and she said, and she said yes, and it was the funniest, oddest thing to hear, you know.
Did you? So, how did you ask her, Barry? I mean, did you do? I suppose in your day, you had to get down on one knee, did you?
Well, funny enough, I did. Yes. It's not very fashionable now, but I got down on one knee. I said, look, you know. We've been courting for a while now, Margaret, and I'd like to make an honest woman of you. And she said, and she said yes, and I was amazed because she's got quite a big chin, if I'm honest, and I think that some people don't like that. Beauty's only getting deep, Ian. And I asked, and she said yes, and I don't care about her chin or nothing. I don't care about her chin because she's a very beautiful lady.
You could probably get her chin sorted out nowadays.
Well, you could, but I don't want her chin sorted out because she's a very attractive lady, chin or no chin. Well, no chin would be ridiculous. I don't mean no chin.
Barry,
you'll be able to speak.
Listen, you come from a slightly different generation from me.
Yeah.
I had a row with Agent Chris earlier on today.
Right, yeah.
Not a row, we fell out a little bit.
A contretemps, yes.
Is it ever all right for a gentleman to say to another gentleman, do you know what? I think you look beautiful.
Well, I'll tell you something, for nothing, Ian. you knock the gays, I don't know whether you do, but people do, but they're a very friendly bunch by and large. I met a couple when I was in the services, and they were very, very friendly. And I won't have a word said. They didn't try nothing. And I just smacked them in the chin. I'm a bottom on the chin.
You're obsessed with chins.
No, I don't mean that. No, but seriously, Ian, no.
Would you ever say, Barry? Have you ever seen a beautiful man?
Not half. When we used to do the boxing. What some right old. They're very muscly. It's not so much attracted to them, but envious. I think Ian, envious is...
Maybe that's it.
It's the thing, envious of the physique, the technique, the boxing technique. And, I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
No.
I don't like it. I don't approve of it, but...
And Barry...
they're a very friendly bunch.
Barry, before we go, because we've got to go to the news in a minute.
Yes.
And by the way, listen, you can call whenever you want. We like you a lot. What's your favourite piece of stationery, Barry?
Well, I tell you what I do recommend. You know those stickers? You stick a white bit of paper on something. Bob's your uncle. You can reuse an envelope.
So it's a sticker that you put over a used envelope, and
an envelope comes, and we're supposed to be recycling, aren't we? Isn't that
very fashionable these days? Yeah,
that's it. So you get I won't say my address, Barry. Watford, and I'll get the. Well, I'll get this. If I've got to send something off, I'll stick a sticker on it, and it goes off. No problems. I've not had no problems. It's never come off in the post. And, no, I'm keeping you now. I'm being something. No, look, I'll go.
Barry, listen, it's a pleasure to talk to you, mate. Thank you very much. Take care, Barry.
The 3 hour 4 till 7 Iain Lee Afternoon Wireless Show.
Oh, it's Barry in Watford. Hello, Barry. Barry, did you hear that about Father Christmas and Batman? Having a fight?
Yeah.
Could you imagine being in Snappy Snap, seeing that?
Oh, dear.
Barry, who would you put your money on if there was a fight between the Batman and Father Christmas?
I dare say you'd put it on the Batman, but as the man said, he couldn't get his arm free. Dear, oh dear! I can't compete with that story.
Well, what is your story, Barry? Let's see what you've got.
Oh dear! Well, it's in a similar vein to the business of upsetting the children. It was basically about 10 years ago. I went to Florida to Disney World.
Disney World in Florida, yeah, very fancy.
With my grandson Simon, and you know what? We're having a lovely time enjoying the Magic Kingdom and the dwarves and all the Snow White, all that. And I looked around the corner, there's a sort of magic fountain, and there was...
A magic fountain?
A magic... Well, I don't know, magic something. I looked around the corner, there's Mickey Mouse with his head off having a cigarette. Having a cigarette, if you please. I was disgusted. Hello? I was disgusted, and my wife, Margaret, she said, what do you think you're doing? And he'd give us the bird. And I thought that was out of order, I wondered what your listeners thought. I think it's disgusting. And I was going to complain, but these things are like, what would they say? Oh, was it not official policy for Mickey Mouse to have a cigarette? No,
hasn't Mickey Mouse only got 3 fingers?
Well, he took his glove off, didn't he? But he managed to give us the bird with one of the 3 fingers, But, I mean, it was tantamount to watching Snow White having her go into the toilet, It was appalling, and I was disgusted. I won't go back. I won't do it. No, I won't go back.
Was it Simon, your grandson?
Yes, Simon.
Did he see Mickey Mouse with his head off having a fag?
Luckily, Margaret kept him away, but it's very upsetting.
And did you didn't complain or anything?
What can Ian? What can you say?
You can say that it was very upsetting seeing.
Well, it was upsetting, and it's probably a bit late now. I don't know, but I was appalled, and I won't watch Mickey Mouse.
Barry, can you say that? We've got Maggie in Oakwood. Hello, Maggie.
Hi.
Maggie, have you called in to speak to Barry?
Yes, I wanted to just say he's an absolute diamond.
Well, that's very, very, very kind of you.
And also, Barry, I've got a tip for you.
A tip?
You know when was it Goofy had his head off and had his the top of his costume off and was smoking a cigarette?
Not Goofy, no. I wouldn't label Goofy. It was not Goofy. It was the mouse.
Well, whatever. You should have sprayed your wife's Charlie at him.
My wife... Oh. No, she didn't. That was for the slugs, if I remember rightly, Ian. No, but it was appalling. But you phoned in to speak to me?
Yes, just to speak to you.
Well, that is something.
She's called Maggie and your wife's called Margaret, Barry. This isn't...
Well, she's not with me anymore, like Margaret.
Maggie, don't laugh at that.
No, she ran off with a Pakistani fellow from the Building Society. But we were married for a long time and very happy.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Hello?
Maggie, is there anything you want to ask Barry or anything? Because, he's...
No, I just wanted to tell him, that he should have used his wife's Charlie.
Maggie,
I don't know whether she had Charlie in them days. She was panache. She used to have panache.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Well, listen, Barry, thank you very much for calling.
Hello, it's me. Have you finished with me?
Yeah. Is that all right? Sorry.
Okay.
Barry?
Right you are.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to this download from London's LBC 97.3.